Welcome, my friends, to a place where the lines between reality and nightmare blur. Tonight, we venture into the heart of such terror. We explore the chilling tales of phantom roads, those elusive paths that vanish into thin air, leaving travelers stranded in the cold embrace of the unknown. Turn off the lights, my friends, and let the darkness envelop you as we delve into the terrifying unknown. Tonight, we journey down the phantom roads. Our first tale takes us to the lonely stretches of Route 666, a desolate highway that cuts through the heart of the Nevada desert. They say the road is cursed, haunted by the spirits of those who met their untimely end on its unforgiving asphalt. Legend has it that as the sun begins its descent, casting long, eerie shadows across the barren landscape, Route 666 begins to shift and change. The familiar landmarks vanish, replaced by an endless expanse of blacktop. Mile markers melt away, swallowed by the encroaching darkness. Drivers find themselves lost in a labyrinth of asphalt, their headlights piercing the gloom, revealing nothing but the empty road ahead. The air grows heavy, thick with the stench of fear and despair. And then the whispers begin. Faint at first, barely audible above the hum of the engine, the whispers slither through the darkness, whispering tales of those who traveled this road before and were never seen again. Tales of cars found abandoned, engines running, their occupants vanished without a trace. As darkness deepens, the whispers grow louder, more insistent, their chilling tones echoing through the empty car, sending shivers down the spines of even the bravest souls. The road seems to stretch on forever, a black ribbon winding its way through a sea of darkness. Some say the road is a portal, a gateway to another dimension, a place where time and space hold no meaning. Others believe it is a hunting ground for something sinister, something that lurks in the shadows, waiting to claim its next victim. Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain. Those who find themselves on Route 666 after dark rarely escape its clutches. Their stories serve as a chilling reminder that some roads are best left untraveled, especially when the sun begins to set. Imagine yourself behind the wheel, the setting sun casting long shadows across the desolate highway. The road stretches out before you, seemingly endless, the silence broken only by the hum of your engine. You check your map, but it's no use. The familiar landmarks are gone, replaced by an unsettling emptiness. Panic begins to set in as you realize you're lost, hopelessly lost on a road that seems to have a life of its own. The air grows heavy, pressing down on you like a physical weight. You turn on the radio, hoping for a distraction, but all you hear is static. Then you see it in the distance, a faint flickering light. Hope surges through you as you press down on the accelerator, your headlights illuminating the empty road ahead. But as you draw closer, the light begins to fade, and you realize with a growing sense of dread that it was just an illusion. You're alone, trapped on a road that seems determined to swallow you whole. Remember the chilling tale of Route 666, the vanishing highway, a stark reminder that some roads are best left untraveled. Our next journey takes us to the heart of New Orleans, a city steeped in history and shrouded in mystery. It's here, amidst the bustling streets and vibrant nightlife, that we find ourselves standing before the entrance to a narrow cobblestone alley known only as the Labyrinth. Locals whisper tales of its sinister reputation, claiming it's a place where reality bends and distorts, where time itself seems to stand still. They say the alley is haunted by the spirits of those who lost their way within its twisting passages, their souls forever bound to its labyrinthine depths. The air within the alley is thick with the scent of decay and the weight of countless untold stories. The walls, slick with moisture and shrouded in perpetual darkness, seem to close in, suffocating any sense of hope or escape. Legend has it that the alley was once a haven for pirates and smugglers, its twisting passages used to hide their ill-gotten gains from the watchful eyes of the law. But as the city grew, the alley fell into disrepair, forgotten by all but the most desperate souls. Over time, the alley took on a life of its own, its narrow passages twisting and turning in on themselves, creating a labyrinth from which there seemed to be no escape. Those who dared to enter found themselves hopelessly lost, their cries for help swallowed by the oppressive silence. Some say the alley is cursed, a place where the veil between our world and the next is thin, allowing malevolent entities to cross over at will. Others believe it's a playground for something far more ancient and sinister, something that feeds on the fear and despair of those who wander within its grasp. Imagine yourself stepping into the alley, the sounds of the city fading behind you as if swallowed by the oppressive silence. The air grows heavy, thick with the stench of mildew and decay. You take a few tentative steps forward, your footsteps echoing ominously off the damp cobblestones. The alley twists and turns, each turn leading to another identical passage, each one as dark and foreboding as the last. You check your phone, but there's no signal, no way to call for help. Panic begins to set in as you realize you're trapped, hopelessly lost in a labyrinth of shadows and despair. You hear a noise behind you, a soft shuffling sound. You whirl around, your heart pounding in your chest, but there's nothing there. Just the endless maze of the alley stretching out before you like a bad dream. Chapter 3. The Ghostly Path. Our final tale takes us to the misty moors of Scotland, where ancient legends intertwine with the rugged landscape, creating an atmosphere of ethereal beauty and haunting mystery. It's here, amidst the rolling hills and whispering heather, that we find the path that appears only under the pale glow of the moon. Locals call it the Path of Whispers, for they say it's haunted by the spirits of those who met their end on the moors, their souls unable to find peace. They say the path leads to a forgotten village, swallowed by the mists centuries ago, a place where the living and the dead walk hand in hand. Legend has it that the village was once a thriving community, its people living in harmony with the land. But one fateful night, a thick fog descended upon the moors, a fog so dense and disorienting that it drove the villagers mad. They turned on each other, their screams echoing through the mist, until only silence remained. Now, they say, the village reappears only under the light of the full moon, its ghostly inhabitants going about their daily lives, oblivious to the passage of time. Some say the villagers are trapped, forced to relive their final moments for all eternity. Others believe they're searching for something lost in the mists of time. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of the moors, the full moon casting an eerie glow upon the rolling hills. A chill wind whispers through the heather, carrying with it the scent of damp earth and the faintest hint of wood smoke. And then you see it, a faint shimmering path winding its way through the mist. Curiosity, or perhaps a morbid fascination, compels you to follow. You take a tentative step onto the path, and the mist seems to part before you, revealing a narrow, cobblestone lane, its surface worn smooth by countless unseen footsteps. As you walk, you hear the faint sound of music drifting through the mist, a haunting melody played on a forgotten instrument. You quicken your pace, drawn towards the sound, and soon you find yourself standing at the edge of a village, its buildings shrouded in mist, their windows glowing with an ethereal light. You've stumbled upon the Path of Whispers, a place where the veil between the living and the dead is thin, a place where time has no meaning and the past is forever present. And so we come to the end of our journey down the phantom roads, those eerie paths that lead to realms unknown. We've explored the tales of the vanishing highway, the endless alley, and the ghostly path, each one a chilling reminder that some roads are best left untraveled. Until then, sleep tight and beware the roads that lead nowhere.